Music surrounds us. It animates our lives in the background and the foreground, from the jingles of commercials to the chants of protests, from lullabies sung to newborns to dirges sung in mourning, from grand symphonic performances to the beat that gets us dancing when no one is watching. Music is far more than just entertainment. It is emotion made audible, conviction given rhythm, and love given harmony. Throughout history, music has done more than fill the silence. It has communicated truths that were too dangerous to say outright. It has carried the soul of oppressed peoples across oceans and through centuries. It has expressed visions of liberation, joy, defiance, and solidarity. Music has helped us feel what we could not yet say and sing what we dare not forget. This morning, let us reflect on music not merely as sound or style, spiritual force, a sacred language that speaks deeply to Unitarian Universalist values, justice, equity, compassion, the inherent worth and dignity of all people, and the interdependence of all life. And oh yes, we will be talking about K-pop demon hunters, but let's start a bit further back, perhaps even at the beginning. Before there were words, there was rhythm. Before theology, there was the heartbeat. Long before doctrine or dogma, there were chants around the fire, hands clapping in time, and voices rising together in sacred noise. Across traditions, cultures, and continents, sacred sound precedes sacred text. The Hindu tradition teaches that the universe began not with a spark, but with a sound, Om, the primal vibration. In Genesis, God speaks of the world into being, let there be light. And in the Gospel of John, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Even in our human origin stories, song predates speech. In early human cultures, people sang before they spoke in structured language. Song was our first way of conveying danger, beauty, sadness, joy. We used melody and rhythm to create bonds, to soothe infants, to coordinate labor, to express the ineffable. Even in our human origin stories, song predates. If we are made of stardust, then we are made of music too. Music is not neutral. It never has been. Enslaved Africans in the American South encoded secret messages in their spirituals. Songs like Wade in the Water and Follow the Drinking Gourd weren't just hymns, they were maps, directions for those escaping bondage on the Underground Railroad. In South Africa, freedom songs like Asimba Nanga kept the name of Nelson Mandela alive when it was forbidden to speak it. In the streets of Ferguson, later Minneapolis, protesters sang and chanted just as their predecessors had in Selma and Montgomery. Every march had its music. Music carries messages. It is why authoritarian regimes fear it. It is why freedom movements birth it. It is why protest songs often live longer than the protests themselves. In this way, music embodies our UU values: freedom of expression, the right of conscience, the pursuit of justice, and resistance to oppression. Our own Singing the Living tradition and Singing the Journey hymnals reflect this. From We Are a Gentle, Angry People to Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire, we are a people who sing what we believe. So what does that have to do with K-pop demon hunters? For those unfamiliar, this animated movie, which premiered on June 20th of this year on Netflix, is definitely not your typical spiritual fodder. It is a wild, high-energy blend of music, action, mythology, and pop culture. The premise? A secret, all-female K-pop group that doubles as demon hunters. By day, they perform and captivate audiences with infectious music and dynamic choreography. By night, they slay literal demons threatening the world, as you do. On the surface, it is an entertaining concept, but beneath that surface lies something deeper, surprisingly resonant with our Unitarian Universalist values. In the film, music is much more than entertainment. It is power. It is weapon. It is healing. It is identity. The characters discover that their music holds a kind of spiritual force capable of dispelling darkness, not just in the world, but within themselves. The demons they face are not only external, they are inner demons of self-doubt, trauma, guilt, and shame. Through harmonizing with one another, literally and figuratively, they gain the strength to confront both. Their unity in music becomes their salvation. In one pivotal scene, one of the main characters, Rumi, who has long felt isolated and voiceless for reasons that you are just going to have to watch the movie to find out. I am not the minister who begins to sing, hesitantly at first, then with increasing confidence. As her voice joins the chorus, the demonic force around her shatters. What was too painful to say aloud, she is able to sing. And in that singing, she reclaims her story. This is not so different from our faith. We believe in healing through shared story, in truth-telling, in the power of naming what hurts and doing so in community. We believe that love, when made manifest in action and art, can cast out fear. We believe in transformation, individual and collective. Music in this film is the very mechanism of that transformation. What better metaphor could we ask for? In Unitarian Universalism, we do not require creeds, but we do lift up shared values, and we sing them. These songs become liturgy. They are sacred text, not bound in books, but bound in breath. Some of us are shy singers. Some are loud and off-key. Some harmonize with perfect pitch, but none of that matters. What matters is the act of singing together. Singing together regulates our breathing. It slows our heart rate. It binds us neurologically in shared rhythm. Studies have shown that choir members' heartbeats synchronize when they sing in unison. Think about that. Literally, our hearts beat together when we sing as one. And when we sing together, whether hymns or protest chants or even karaoke, we are making a sacred statement. I am here. You are here. We are here together. That is spiritual. Music also affirms identity. For many LGBTQIA2S+ people, music has been a lifeline. From the queer anthems of disco and house to the defiant liberation songs of queercore and punk to the raw vulnerability of K-pop's newer wave, music has often spoken for those who were silenced. For many young people today, especially across the Asian diaspora, K-pop is more than a genre. It is a cultural homecoming. It says you are seen. Your stories matter. Your language, your rhythm, your image, it all has value. Demon Hunters leans into this power of representation. The characters are young women who are fierce, fashionable, flawed, and fully human. They carry intergenerational stories of pain and power. They are not mere stereotypes or saviors. They are complex, and their music reflects that complexity. So too should our faith communities. Unitarian Universalism has long prided itself on being a home for those who could not find one elsewhere. Music helps us live into that mission, not only through the songs we sing, but through the voices we lift up. When we include music from many cultures, When we make space for different rhythms and expressions, we are saying, all of you is welcome here. Let us be a faith that sings. Let us sing for justice, for healing, for joy, for one another. Let it be like those K-pop demon hunters, dazzling and determined, unafraid to confront the darkness with boldness, beauty, and beat. Let us sing through the shadows. Because when we sing, we remember who we are. We are not just individuals, we are a chorus, a movement, a beloved community. And like every great chorus, we are stronger when each voice is heard. So if your heart is breaking, sing. If your joy is overflowing, sing. If your courage is faltering, sing. Sing like your ancestors are listening. Sing like the next generation needs to hear it. Sing like the demons don't stand a chance. Because in the words of the poet Alice Walker, hard times require furious dancing, and perhaps furious singing too. We cause it to be so. Blessed be. Amen. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Thank you all so much. And please rise in body.